So in 2025, we were particularly happy to be able to welcome some new members to NFCA. Chatham Real Food Co-op, Tom's Natural Food Co-op, Rising Tide, and Tip Top also joined as an official member last year. And this year, we're excited to welcome the Adamant Co-op as our newest member in 2026. So, welcome everyone, and new members as well. Thank you. Thanks for going. Let's see. So we have a lot of great partners that are supporting our work. So now you get to hear from John Crane, president of this last year of NFCA. Thanks, John. All right, my stuff.
Okay, hello everyone. Wow, we got almost all the seats filled. This is awesome. Thank you all for coming out on a beautiful spring day, depending on where you live. I know those of you who came up north did not wake up to this weather, so glad you powered through and made it here. I always like to do just a quick check of the room because I recognize a lot of you, but not all of you. And it's not like I know everybody in NFCA, but who here this is your first time coming to this annual meeting? Oh, so many of you, awesome. Okay, I don't feel quite so forgetful now, thank you. Also, just how many people, you've been to 2 or 3 of these before? Pretty good number there too. How many of you go way back, like this is your 10th or more? There is a pretty good distribution, that's really awesome. I'm pretty psyched. I think this is my 10th actually. But we're all here selling. This is the 15th anniversary of NFCA, so glad you're all here to celebrate. I'd like to take just a quick moment and acknowledge my fellow board members who do a lot of that extra work, just setting the mission for NFCA, listening to you, working with the staff. So I'm going to call them up and I'm going to ask all of them, and I know they probably don't want to, but please stand up when I call your name. For those of you who were here last year, I forgot someone, so I made sure I am not doing that this year. You think you know so much until you're on a stage and there's a microphone in front of your mouth, and it just all kind of goes away. So they're going to stand up. Ask everyone, please hold your applause until the end. There are 8 of them, and that's an awkwardly long time to keep clapping. So we'll just do it once at the end. So, Catherine Arnold, Buffalo Mountain Food Co-op, Hardwick, Vermont. I'm sorry, Catherine, I should have said you do not need to keep standing if you don't want to. I'm sorry. Okay. Chris Whiten, Littleton Food Co-op, Littleton, New Hampshire. Mary Mullally, Hunger Mountain Food Co-op, Montpelier, Vermont. Cassandra Campbell, Fiddleheads Food Co-op, New London, Connecticut. George Tulumpsis, Franklin Community Co-op, right here in Greenfield, Massachusetts, and Shelburne Falls. Philip Trevette, Urban Greens Co-op in Providence, Rhode Island. And Lucy Georgieff, High Falls Co-op in High Falls, New York. Oh, and second year in a row, Michael Wells, Putney Food Co-op, Putney, Vermont. I will never live that down. It is not personal, Michael. I am so sorry. Thank you, Mary. All right. This means a little bittersweet for me. After 9 years of service on the NFCA Board of Directors, including 3 years as board president, I'm actually stepping down this year, not running for another term. While I am looking forward to having more time to address my day job as general manager of the Portland Food Co-op and some of my other passion projects, I'm going to miss this one. It was a really hard call, but 9 years of a board service is a long time, and I just decided maybe it's time to turn over my seat to somebody else. And so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. You'll see me here next year. We're still a member. I'm still involved. But I'm going to miss this particular passion project. The NFCA is unique, unparalleled in its commitment, and has yet to be duplicated. Over 30 food co-ops and startup food co-ops across 7 states have chosen to band together in a federation that supports us all. Over my 9 years of service, I've had the opportunity to meet many of you and visit many of our member co-ops. You are all a testament to the importance of the cooperative model, large or small, established or startup. You are all not only run or intend to run a cooperative grocery store, but also go above and beyond and strive to make a positive impact in your community. And I really have been in many of your co-ops. I went through a spell for a few years where when I left this meeting, I would take the long way back to Portland, and I mean like through Burlington, Vermont, through Providence, Rhode Island, do some pretty big circles to see a lot of you. There was one brief period when I could say that I had visited every NFCA co-op, but we keep adding new ones, and I'm not on the road that much. So, but the uniqueness of all of us, but there's always that same feel. I think, when you enter a co-op, you know you're in a co-op. There's something about the feel, there's something about the smell, even though some of us have big shiny new stores and some of us are still operating out of former homes, you know you're in a co-op when you're in one. Over my years of service, I have also had the opportunity to work with many different board members. Every NFCA board member approaches their work with a sincere sense of dedication. Every version of the board that I've worked with over the years has been exceptional. Not everyone can say that about board service. I have a sincere amount of respect and appreciation for the current board that will be stewarding this federation into the next year and beyond. The world has changed. I don't usually bring notes, but you just saw a reason why I've learned to do that. The world has changed since our beginning. Our communities have changed. Our co-ops have changed. This board knows that. They've already started conducting some listening sessions with some of our member co-ops. They plan to conduct more listening sessions with as many of you as possible over the coming year, so please keep an eye out for that in 2026. This board is really committed to reaching out, seeing where your co-op is at, what are your struggles, what are your desires for community and connection, and how can we steer the vision of the NFCA in a way that recognizes that and assists you as much as we can. One of the prime duties of a board is to listen to the members, then guide the future of the organization in a way that meets their needs. Our board is committed to that work, and I commend them for that. As always, I want to share my appreciation for our NFCA executive director, staff, and contractors. They do the challenging work of maintaining our federation. We are small, urban, and rural. Our experiences and needs are different, but we are united by our shared cooperative identity. They continue to be committed to our federation and work diligently to realize our vision and mission. Our communities need us now more than ever before, and I'm eager to see what we can accomplish together as we continue to grow, evolve, and demonstrate the value of the cooperative business model. And I think I'm just going to leave it there. It has been a pleasure to serve on the board of the NFCA and as president, and don't worry, I am not going anywhere. I'll be back next year, the year after, I'm still involved. But this time period that I've spent with NFCA has been a really meaningful one for me. So thank you all very much. I should do a transition. Up next is our board treasurer, Lucy Georgieff, to present the treasurer's report.
Thank you. I needed that transition. Hi, everyone. I'm Lucy Georgieff. I'm from the High Falls Food Co-op, which is in the Hudson Valley, New York. And I'm happy to be here and see you all. And thank you, John. Thank you, Urban and Suzette, for all your work putting this together. So hopefully you all had a chance to look at the annual report, which was emailed out and also is on your tables. There is a report in there about our 2025 financials. And so I'm just going to highlight a couple of the key points. And if you have further questions, you can feel free to talk to me or Urban about it at any time. So last year was a pretty unstable year politically, socioeconomically for a lot of folks and co-ops as well. The work of NFCA didn't change. We remained committed to the success of co-ops, working to support co-ops in the region. We did budget for a loss last year of $10,000. That was due to, we had reduced income. We revised our due structure. That was a result of a lot of work on Urban and Suzette's part to understand the needs of co-ops that may be struggling financially. A few co-ops have gone through expansions, and that comes with some losses. Fortunately, though, the association broke even, so better than projected. That's the result of some careful work on the part of staff, so thank you for that. Our membership still provides about half of our income. This is a unique aspect of our structure as an association that we rely heavily on member dues. You can see it's 54%. And then portions also from consulting, sponsorships, grants, and then we get some technical assistance, some income from Urban's teaching as well. And so then the majority of our expenses is for the people running the operation. And so that remained consistent also with what we had budgeted. And so, let's see, next slide. Okay. Equity. We continue to have strong equity in the association. You can see where it started at under $20,000, and now it is just around $140,000. So that's fantastic, very stable. So this is Mary Mullally of Hunger Mountain Co-op.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We would like to recognize two of our long-serving board members who will be moving on to other pursuits. So we are going to start with John Crane today and recognizing him in his long service to NFCA. John, would you mind coming up here to join us?
I just noticed I'm wearing the same sweater this year.
It's your co-op sweater.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to say a few words about John. John was on the board and provided a lot of guidance when I was considering whether to join on 3 years ago, and I just wanted to say a few words. So John was first elected to the board in 2017, and he was not scared off, so he stepped right into the role of vice president the following year. All right, that's courageous. And then in 2023, he became president. And as everyone knows, there's just a few responsibilities that come with that. Again, very courageous. And he has carried it with dedication and also good humor and guidance for everyone since then. John has given an extraordinary amount of time and energy to guiding both the board and the association. He's helped steer the ship, keep us on course, and probably read more meeting materials than any one person reasonably should be asked to. John, thank you for your leadership, your commitment, and all the ways you've supported NFCA. We're all very grateful. And as an expression of our gratitude, we have this beautiful plate for you.
This is why you hang on this long. I've been seeing these plates for years and have always wanted one. Thank you so much.
We also wanted to take a minute to recognize Michael Wells, if you would come up.
So Michael, also another long-serving board member who is moving on to other pursuits, but we definitely want to take time to recognize him before he does that. Michael joined NFCA, the board, in 2015 and became secretary in 2020, serving in that role and on the executive committee through last year, keeping us organized and on track. Thank you for that, Michael. At Putney Co-op's annual meeting last year, Michael was recognized for his outstanding board experience. We're delighted to make sure that recognition follows him here as well, because after more than 10 years of service, we're not letting him slip away without a proper thank you. 10 years is an impressive milestone, especially in a role that involves minutes, agendas, and all the fine print that keeps things running smoothly. Michael, thank you for your dedication, your steady presence, and the lasting impact you've had on NFCA.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor.
And we would like to present you with this beautiful plate.
I can't believe it. Thank you all.
Thank you both.